everyone, so today I'm going to show you how to ombre a set of extensions. Ombreing extensions is great because whenever you feel like you don't want the ombre in your hair anymore, you can just take out the extensions and that way you're not damaging your own hair and you're actually not committed to having it in your hair all the time. Today I am using my Irresistible Me hair extensions and they do have a Valentine's Day sale on at the moment where you get $40 off when you buy a full set of extensions. So that is a pretty good deal. I'm also going to be ombreing my extensions red instead of the ordinary blonde color. You know how red is the color of love? I thought I would do something a bit different rather than blonde. And today I'm using my L'Oreal Magic Contrast. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to mix this product here, which is L'Oreal's Magic Contrast. Now, depending on which product you use, the mixing ratio will be different. So be sure to check the instructions on the back of the product and read the measurements because every product is a little bit different. So this is going to be how I'm going to mix this particular product. For the hair extensions that I am using, they are in the color medium brown and this color here should work perfectly fine for it. This is L'Oreal's Magic Contrast in Rouge. For this product here by L'Oreal, it's a 1 to 1.5 ratio. So I'm going to be using a full tube of this because I do have a full set of extensions to do. So you'll be putting 75 mils of this and 50 mils of this. Now you just want to use the back of the cap to pierce the product to open it up. I'd recommend laying some plastic down or doing this in a bathroom where you can clean it up easily because you would not want to stain all your furniture. So start by squeezing the product from the end of the tube to make sure that you get all of it out. Now depending on how much hair you have and want to do will also determine how much product you need. So that's what the product looks like once it's been all squeezed out of the tube. Because I want this red to be really bright and vibrant, I would recommend using the highest peroxide for this particular product, and this is in 40 vol or 12% peroxide. You could use a 30 vol, but because I want it nice and bright, I'm going to use a 40 vol. And you want to mix 75 mils of that. Be sure to measure it in a little measuring cup to make sure it's accurate. Then you can add your cream developer to your tube of color in your mixing bowl. You can use your brush to make sure you get all of that out. And then what you want to do is mix that really well. You want to make sure you get rid of all those clumps. So this should be the consistency once you have mixed it in. And as you can see, it's quite thick and gloopy. If I pick up my brush, sort of doesn't drip, so it's a very thick toothpaste sort of consistency. So once you've got your product ready, we can move on to preparing the hair extensions for the application. So these are the extensions that I will be using. I've got them all grouped together, so I'm just going to remove them and separate them. So this here is the Mega Weft piece that comes in the set. As you can see, it's super thick. It's got lots of hair woven together. So if you want, you could just do the ombre to this one section, but I'm going to be doing it to my full set. I did wash these extensions and let them air dry and then straighten them. You definitely want to straighten the hairs to make sure that everything's even. You definitely don't want it to be curly or kinky. That way, when it's straight, you can see exactly where you're putting the color as well. So we'll be doing this Mega West piece separately just because it is so thick and luxurious. But with the remaining set, I will be doing those all together. So firstly, I'm going to pop that in the rest of the hair in a ponytail, and then I'm going to brush the hair. Now it's probably best to hold the hair up to where it would sit on your head. So I'm going to put mine just here, and then you've got to see where would you like your ombre to be to start. So I think around about here is a good area for my ombre to start. So if you want your ombre to start from here, I would say that you would need to get your brush about a couple centimeters up from where you want your ombre to start, and simply start back combing. You want to really back comb it. This is going to ensure that there's no harsh definite lines in your ombre. Now, I wouldn't normally recommend teasing the middle section of your extensions, and it's a little bit tricky to do this yourself. That's why I've got it under my arm right now. So as you can see, this is where the hair tie is, and this is where we've teased that big section. So this part here is going to be nice and fine, and this is where we're going to be applying our ombre. Now, once you've got this area here, you just want to go through with your brush, make sure it's all nice and smooth. You definitely do not want to be applying any color to this matted, teased up area right here. You just want to be applying the color just to this section here. So you can get some of your product, start from the ends, and just paint the product on. So as you get to the top section up here, you want to be a little bit sparing with the product, just so that you get a nice gradient and it's not too harsh. So you can sort of get your brush on the side and go like paint downwards. Once you've done one side, you just want to pick up the hair and turn it over. And if you like, you can also put on a glove so that you do not get red hair color all over your pretty little fingers. So since I am colouring hair extensions, they tend to be a little bit more stubborn than what your own natural hair with natural hair colouring would tend to be. So to fasten up the process a little bit, I'm going to go in with my Pobox hairdryer and turn that on the hottest heat and apply that for about 15 minutes just to fasten up the colouring process. So this is the end result of the Ombre DIY hair tutorial. Don't forget that you can use this method in any sort of hair color that you decide to go with, whether it be blonde, pink, blue, whatever. Just remember, if you are going to be using different colors, go seek some professional advice, because determining on if you have pre-existing color in your hair and all that stuff will affect how it will turn out. But I do say, if I do say so myself, I actually really like this. If I was ballsy enough, I'd probably do it to my own hair. If you could ombre your hair any color, let me know in the comments below what color you would ombre your hair. Also, I do have a makeup tutorial for this intense smoky eye coming up very soon, so don't forget to subscribe to be notified when that comes up. Anyway guys, I love you all and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!